Happy Friday, guys. We are back. Guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I know today we're late, but like always, thank you for Culture Radio. I can't what's cracking like what is going on. How is it going?
What's good, man? I apologize, everybody. I was stuck in this Florida traffic.
Yeah, you forgot to change the title too, but we'll do that later at the back end. They have the same title from Wednesday.
Does it? It says what? What does it say?
No, you good. You good. Well, on the YouTube, you're good.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, go ahead, Jordan. I see your Detroit Lion won yesterday. How do you feel about that?
Hey man, I feel good, man. We got the lead in the division. We stumped the boys, so just gotta keep on winning, man. Just gotta keep on making noise. Keep on making noise. So let's go. Let's get it.
Go ahead. You already know Friday, Two Topic Friday. Go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
Yeah. What's going on, people? What's going on? Sorry for the lateness, but we're here. Give you guys entertainment. Give you guys the news that you need. So the first topic we're gonna talk about, it's been buzzing the last couple of days, and it's about the city of Cleveland, Ohio. So as y'all guys do know, or you guys don't know, there has been a report that over this past year, it's been more than 1,000 kids missing in the state of in the Cleveland area of this year. Now this was been buzzing, and the thing is about it is like it's been reported of that, but the thing is, it hasn't been anything of trafficking or some type of people kidnapping or anything, which is kind of weird in a way. So it was a buzz on that, and it's like they were saying it's a lot of runaways, like they're running away from home, and people don't have an idea of it, and it was really really buzzing. Now I looked at it like another source that came out today, and we don't know if it's just true or not. And they were saying that the Cleveland Police, Ohio, was misleading information about the missing children in the city, which is kind of weird. So instead of 1,000 kids were missing, I think it's like 65 youth, 65 kids, and then 67 adults are missing kids was considered missing. So the thing is about it is like I don't. Well, hopefully we'll get to the details when we watch the video. But somebody in the police said it put a misleading report of there was 1,000 kids missing, and which is because when you put that out, that gains a lot of attention nationwide, all over United States and everything. And you want to know why 1,000 kids are missing and everything. Now there's a report coming out that it might be misleading, and it's only 67 kids for missing in the Cleveland area and everything. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play a video for you guys about the situation. After that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Taki.
All right. Hold on.
No, just hit me out. We're late. You actually on time. We're the one late.
No, just man. You came in. We're good.
In the Cleveland area. I'll be speaking with John Majoy, the president of the board of directors for Cleveland Missing, in just a moment. But first, correspondent Brooke Schaefer joins me live. Brooke, what else are we learning about what's happening there in Ohio?
Well, Nicole, officials in Ohio have called these numbers both alarming and startling. We looked on the website for the Ohio Attorney General today and found that this month alone in the state of Ohio, about 160 kids have been reported missing. Again, that's just for the month of September. That is a disturbing number that follows a trend we have reported on here at News Nation when more than 30 kids went missing in just 2 weeks in May in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland's police chief said a majority of those missing kids were runaways, sometimes habitual runaways. In June, Chief Wayne Drummond said more than 1,000 kids were reported missing so far this year. but said with the exception of about 50, they'd all been returned home. Even still, though, the chief acknowledged that missing children's cases in the Cleveland area alone were up about 20% this year. So the question, of course, why is it so high in Ohio? Here's former FBI agent and News Nation national security contributor Tracy Walder.
They do rank fifth, in human trafficking. That's actually pretty high for a state that's not as densely populated. I think we suspect, right, that it's, California or New York or Florida, and those are, higher ranking. But Ohio is actually extremely high if you think about it for the lack of population. It's a smaller populated state. It's not as densely populated. This is a peak time of runaways and of missing children. But then you also have the issue with how these are being reported and the fact that a lot of them are going unsolved. And that's huge.
And to put this into some context for you as well, states like Georgia and North Carolina with similar populations to Ohio had on average about 600 missing child reports last year. That's according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Ohio, on the other hand, in 2022 had roughly 1,600 reports of missing kids. Ohio's Attorney General told a local news station in Cleveland that these numbers are, of course, alarming. He said that they could be because of inconsistencies in reporting or even a local police shortage. We did reach out to the Cleveland police chief for an interview, but we didn't hear back. Nicole?
All right, Brooke Schaefer live for us. Thank you.
So that's your take on it. Even though there's another news that, the numbers might be, misleading and anything, Ohio still is a higher rate, still is in a higher rate of, child missing and everything, which, that's affects all of us and everything. So that's you can see how she was talking about it. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. What's you guys take? I'm gonna start with you, Ronnie. What's your take about missing kids in Ohio? How it's like it's the highest in any other state.
Now, at the same time, I do have a friend who does live in Ohio. She speak about the simple fact how Ohio is pretty much is well known when it comes to human trafficking, and it seems like nobody's trying to do anything about it. And then for me, shout out to you, Brownie Ellie. She said something that was very important. This topic need to be spread. This topic here need to be spread all throughout the YouTube space, and I think I totally agree on that because at the same time, people keep forgetting about the kids and the women. They are the one that's being trafficking right now in these states. We talking about in the state of California, New York, Florida, and I think Georgia. I think Georgia's number 4, if I'm not mistaken. I could be now. Ohio's number 5th. It's because there's no sense of awareness. People, they focusing on the wrong thing. We focus on internet beefs, internet entertainment, but not focusing on what's really happening at hand. And is that kids are being missing, kids are being trafficking, and not only that, but the women are being missing as well. But this topic here, particular. Is focused on the kids, and I think it's very alarming. Now, look, like you said, Jordan, sometimes the number can be swayed a little bit. Like they say in the report, some of the things they're talking about is kids that's run away, but later come back home. But still, when you have kids that's run away, that's still very alarming too, because like at the end of the day, what are the parents doing? What's happening in the household? Why nobody's talking about this? But I don't say we focusing on the wrong thing, and then what's gonna happen is this is gonna progress. And now it's gonna spread to more states, and then more states, and then more states, and more states until people finally get the point like, hey, we have to do something about it. And one thing about Trump, people may not like about Trump, but one thing I do stand for what Trump did. Trump was trying to attack those type of issues when it came to human trafficking, but at the same time, they were giving Trump a lot of pushback. He was focusing on these issues, so. You vote for somebody that really don't really care about the kids. I'm just keeping it 100, keeping it a buck. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, brothers, it's heartening to hear that large number of children are missing, and just to be more aware of what we're going on as far as life, and saying that we need to stop following this terminology of minding our own business. Because minding our own business is the reason why the number is up to 1,000 and not to maybe 600 or 100. You know what I mean? It's a multi-layered situation. There's some points that a lot of people don't know. Some of these kids get shuffled into foster care. Who knows what the number of these kids are in foster care? Number of these kids coming from broken homes. You know what I mean? And then these are the numbers that are reported. What about the numbers of parents who don't care if they haven't seen their kids in weeks and they just ain't been reporting? So it's a bigger issue.
Yeah, like Ronnie was saying earlier, and Bronny Elliott was saying, it's important to talk about these things. I know about YouTube, it could be entertainment. People want to laugh, people want to argue, and just have fun or whatever. Here at Chaos Coast Radio, we do bring the aspects of entertainment, but we also want to bring these stories that we talk about right now of what's going on in the U.S. Cities like here, L.A., Miami, whatever. Now here in Cleveland, as you know, I don't know if you guys ever been to Cleveland. I've been to Cleveland before, and Cleveland is another, it's a I'll say it's a city where blacks lives at, and there's a lot of broken homes there. So, when I first looked at the number, 1,000 kids, 1,000 kids are missing, really in Ohio and everything, it's just like, oh wow, what's going on? Why, even though, it's spread out, in the nationwide, why are more people talking about it or taking this effect, what's going around in Ohio? Because, I just feel like, us and maybe a couple of people, or maybe the national news, maybe CNN and Fox News, they might talk about it one day, and after that, it might trend maybe a couple hours, maybe a day, maybe 2 days, and after that, it's done. We don't care no more. And the thing is, it's like we need to look into the light. It's like, yo, if this certain situation going on, misleading numbers or not, we really want to say, hey, what's going on? What's going on in families? What's going on at the police stations? What's going on what's going on in those cities in Ohio? Even though people might think Ohio is just like a Midwest state that nobody really thinks about. It's still in the U.S. and looking at this, they have a problem with children that are missing. Even the ones that they don't get reported on, there might be children still missing. It's important because living here in the city of Los Angeles, how big this city is, there's a big thing about, black women are missing here in Los Angeles. They don't get talked about, but, we try to talk about it. But the thing is, I feel like we're the only, maybe us and a few other people talk about it and try to put awareness about it. And, and the thing is, it don't get, high views as, other channels that does pranks, comedy, and, back and forth, women, black men, man and woman, this, all that type of stuff. I just feel like we need to have more words about these things, and really, really, taking it to ground because, that could be somebody else's, child, somebody else's niece, nephew, just anything, just like I said, just being that, a parent, and you figure out your child is missing, that's just, what can you do? What can you think, other than putting out a police report, your child missing, I just feel like, people, I realize if you guys are parents or you have a nephew or niece, just really think about, hey, in the city of Ohio or any other cities as well, it's like, we really got to stick together and really try to, solve these issues of how to keep these numbers low and make sure we keep our kids safe.
Well, shout out to everybody here in the chat. We talking about Sherry Bryan, Just Jay, Brownie Ellie. What's going on, Brownie Ellie? Just Hear Me Out. Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. What's going on, my brother? Ariza, what's going on, sweetheart? And that's it, what we have. And those that's watching us on Facebook, Instagram, and also on Twitch. Shout out to you guys. Oh, yeah, and I forgot Kai as well. Shout out to you guys. Happy Friday for you guys that's coming in. Yeah, but this is the problem when it comes to topic like these. Topic like these is not really going to get pushed through because at the same time, these media outlet, these news stations, they already have an agenda which on what type of thing they want to talk about because it's being controlled by, you already know, by the whoever is controlling the network. They trying to see, okay, would this bring me numbers? Would this bring me followers? Would this bring some type of some form of entertainment? But a topic you talking about here, when you say kids are missing and an alarming rate, especially in the city of like in the state of Ohio, it's just like, oh snap. We can't talk about this because it's gonna bring a lot of uproar. So we rather talk about finding out what's going on with Tupac Killer right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the stupidest thing that's why I say certain things I try not to even entertain anymore. I used to, and I'm like, no, because I think it's a bigger picture that was going on out here. Like, people not even paying attention. Like, the government thinking about shutting itself down.
Facts. In October, correct.
Nobody's talking about the situation what's happening in New York. New York just literally had a flooding, which never happened in New York. Literally flooding. So what I'm saying is issues that's going on within in certain states. Nobody's not going to talk about it because at the same time, it's going to bring fear to the people. So we rather keep the people calm and relaxed. Let's not talk about the children being missing. Let's not talk about the children being trafficking. Let's just talk about the BS topics, because we know at the end of the day, it's going to keep people laughing and joking. But just imagine if you in that shoes and find out your kids are missing. Shout out to you, Gore, as well. Just imagine. Go ahead, I can.
You know, we're in an age right now where we're not a village anymore. We're just people. You know what I mean? We used to watch out for each other's kids. Right now, we don't even care anymore. People used to intervene and try to chastise. You can't even do that because somebody will cuss you out. Now we have 1,000 kids missing. You know what I mean? 1,000. And I want y'all to look at it from that point of, I always say that if I can help a child that's not mine, I will hopefully somebody will help my child instead of taking advantage of them. What's going on in Ohio? Where it's 1,000 kids missing. We know Ohio is a little bit rough and stuff like that, but not to the point where people can't keep track of their kids. And let's be honest about it. God forbid if anything happened to them, you know what I mean? Nobody's not going to do nothing. Ohio's a poor state. Most of these kids live between the poverty line. We know at least 600 or 400 of those are trafficked or in human trafficking in SA rings. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. We have to change the narrative. We have to bring the village mentality come back. You know what I mean? Take care of our neighbor. Watch over your kid. Oh, ain't that Susie's daughter over there? She's with some niggas I ain't never seen before. We used to have that kind of situation. Like, I don't know them like that. That's not her brothers. They look like grown men. You know what I mean? Shit, I grew up in a community in Miami where everybody knew each other. My daddy knew a lot of people. So when I used to just pop into certain places, one of my daddy friends was like, yo, you can't chill over here. I said, what you mean, man? I'm grown. Bro, you can't chill over here. I know who your father is. I wish there was more people like that.
Yeah, you heard about that, King. That was similar to the same way I was raised up, you know, when I was in a certain area, you know, and, you know, they should check on us, check on my brother, make sure he was good. And to me, you know, with the technology that we have, that's a little bit better, especially with our phones. I think we should do a better job of, you know, make sure where our kids are set, you know, making sure, you know, make sure they, you know, the parents is calling the child or the child is calling the parent. Also have some type of tracker, because to me in 2023, you know, you only have to have an iPhone or an Android. You got a flip phone, something like that. There's ways you can track your where your kids are at and really see where they're going and everything. If they're going somewhere they're not supposed to be, that's when you can call them and everything or text. Simple as that. But you know, it's just but looking at it now, you know, it's not looking like that. We just for right now, we just need to have a strong community in these neighborhoods. You know, small neighborhoods, big neighborhoods, wherever. You know, to make sure everybody is safe and we won't have a problem with what's going on and what's happening in Ohio.
Yeah, shout out to Joe.
Joe heard him.
Joe heard him. Shout out to you, brother. You've been very consistent. I like it. I like it. What I realized, like certain things, certain topic, certain system with women is not for everybody because people really don't care at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, you gotta understand something, gentlemen. That's not their kid. But I will say, imagine if you put yourself in those people's shoes and your children go missing. You come home like, dog, I ain't hear from my, and find out they're being trafficking. Then that's when everybody's gonna be in an uproar. But the simple fact is not happening to them. They just going about their business. They going about their days. Oh well, it's just the numbers. The numbers not that big. That's what they gonna tell you. The numbers not that big. It's okay, Hakeem and Jordan. It's all right. It's not that big. But I was gonna ask you too, Jordan. Did it give you the race of kids that's been missing, or is just it doesn't?
It doesn't say. It was just, you know, all together, all races. You know, black, white, Hispanic. It's a mixture.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know in Florida, I know black women. That's highly. I think the numbers is mostly black women that's being trafficking. I don't know how it is in California, but I know in Florida it's black women that's mostly being trafficking. So,
Same thing here. I'm saying, you know, same thing here.
okay, it is same thing. That's why they trying to create the Ebony alert. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's going on, but nobody's talking about it. Go ahead. Okay.
You're right. Jordan pointed something that I think that this is another situation where kids get missing too. Your kids grow up in the era where social media and technology is accessible. We did. You feel me? The only thing we had was the party lines. You know what I mean? If a lot of people remember, you had to get on that phone. But now your kids are speaking to grown people on apps. They're connecting with people on Instagram, on YouTube. People are inboxing them. There's a lot of young girls who got unalived for befriending some 45-year-old man on an app. And they somehow convinced the little girl to leave the house, and she's not hearing them. There was a case in Ohio like that. A light-skinned girl, she got off, left her house, took the bus, and never returned. Meeting somebody on an app. Do you know what's on your kid's phone? Do you know what app they're using to talk to people? Instagram, Monkey, Kick.
Also TikTok too and everything. Like,
oh,
I don't think I think I'll say some parents know, but I don't think a lot of parents know. They really don't be checking their kids' phone. Really do. That's why, you know, when you get your kids your phone, you have parental control over your kids' phone. You can cut some stuff off. I don't think parents are really aware you can do that. You cut some stuff off, you know, to help to save you know, the kid. You know, to me that's very important right there.
And now that, but do they even have neighborhood watchers anymore? Because I know at one point they used to have a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then I remember the area I used to stay in. They used to have like neighborhood watch. The police would come like every 3 months. He would come, do a meeting, and say, "Hey, if you see anything suspicious, if you see any if you see any children, mind you, this was the apartment I was staying in. You see any child running around in the middle of the night, call us immediately." And my city of Miami. So I'm like, okay, if they have that, I'm like, okay. And my mom think, okay, other states probably doing the same thing, but I guess not.
Mm-hmm. Now we used to have it in Michigan too. I think we used to have a lot of them back in the day, but it's like here now, 2023. I don't be hearing them not lately, especially here in Los Angeles.
Fast real Pookie, he say neighborhood watch, minor curfew. What is it? I don't really see Hakeem. Real Pookie comment. I like that comment. He said,
He said neighborhood watch, minor curfews, and
truancies.
Truancies need to be in full effect.
Yeah. But not only that, though, people just need to start being nosy. We need to start being nosy again. We need to start double checking. Hey, ain't your name such and such? Ain't your mama who you with? You know them like that? Nah, come here. Sometimes you could see something, somebody getting roughed up, And he's like, oh, it ain't none of my business. No, you got to start being involved. Start saying, this doesn't look right. Let me pull out my pistol. That's how you stop stuff. But we don't no more. Everybody goes about their business. And mind you, here's the thing. When you live in them small towns in Ohio, and Jordan, you should know about this. You can get missing real easy. You can get missing real easy.
Yeah, in the Midwest, it's a lot of rural places like that emptiness, as I could say, especially in Ohio. Especially in Ohio. I've been to Ohio plenty times, and it's easy to get lost or to be taken in Ohio for sure.
And shout out to Scam Likely. He will be joining us on Monday. So guys, don't miss Monday. Scam Likely show will be coming on the podcast with us on Monday. So that's gonna be a whole lot of fun. That's why he put in the chat dust.
I fuck with him. I fuck with Scam. Like we was on a panel with him on the sexy lipstick show one time. Yeah. He's a fierce debater.
Yeah. So I don't want to miss Monday show. He will be joining us.
All right.
Yeah, but it's a sad thing that we live in. Like Fresh Sound, Florida said, no snitching has destroyed the community. I agree.
Yeah.
Also, here's another thing. Joe heard him say the neighborhood mother is a lost important piece of the community which would see and check things quick. We had him in every neighborhood. Big Mama. Somebody who sat outside, see who was coming and going. He said, hey, trust me.
And every time I think about them, the Cuban abuelas, I know Miami, the Cuban abuelas, it's like they're there 24/7.
24/7.
They would not leave the porch.
I know that you ain't like, no, y'all ain't lying, because I remember growing up, walking home from school. It was always this lady. She'd be always like, "What are you doing walking home from school?" That was it. I remember that. I'm like, Mr. Butch, you're like, you better hurry up and get on home. It's like I remember this. Look, that was that picture hit my head. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
But that's true. But you don't. I'm saying, Hakeem, you don't see that anymore.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a neighborhood watcher. You don't see that anymore, man.
Maybe we need to start paying these grandmothers and mothers. Maybe we need to start paying them a little bit. Maybe they might do it if we pay them.
But look, every noise I was saying, like everybody laughing because everybody can remember that, like that old black lady, especially in the hood, like like if you walk home from school, she gonna question you a million times, like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Trouble. That's our real old school. But that I'm saying we don't see that anymore.
No. They these were somebody grandmothers. They used to be sitting out in the porch. They're not here anymore. They're not living.
No,
you know what I mean? The Guelas,
it's like that generation is gone.
It's gone. The Guelas you talking about, they'll wear the little nice house dress, sit outside, drink her coffee.
Yep.
She'll say hello, and if she say you hungry, she'll put out a plate. You walk into school with some food that the next door neighbor gave you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
and
here.
the thing is, they see somebody weird, they be looking like this. They have that phone ready. Hello, police. There's somebody here. I don't know him. Yes.
That's crazy. I'm 35 years old. I remember that when I was a kid. That's crazy.
Man, I used to love it. Listen, here's the main thing is too. You always wondering how y'all pay your rent. You don't never go to work.
No, they be them OGs, like the man that they just pay the bills. That's a whole nother generation. But right now I'm driving in my car. I don't see women sitting on no porch. You don't see that.
Too dangerous. Hey, they replaced the Guelas with ring cameras now.
Mm.
That's true. They do.
That's true. Yeah.
Now we got ring cameras and cameras around the house. That's how that's how the Guelas was there. And that still ain't 100 proof because they still breaking in your houses.
Yep. Facts.
Any final thoughts before we go to the next topic, fellas?
My final thoughts is I think there need to be more awareness. I think more people need to talk about these issues, especially if we have a bigger platform. Don't wait when it's escalate, like when the numbers go sky high, because then that's when things gonna really start getting ugly. I'm being honest, and not only that, but really take voting seriously. I always tell people that you vote people into office who's gonna really deal with your issue locally. I'm not talking about presidential. Who cares about that? I'm talking about your local politician. Y'all need to really know who you vote into office, because based on who you vote into office is the one that's going to change the law within your community. That's my take on that one.
Hey man, I want to say it like this, and I want to respond to this with as my final. Say the generation is responsible for a lot of good adults in the community. We need to start producing more adults like we are, and it's not too far fetched. If we who are 35 and 40, 36 and up, we still remember what the people from the 70s and the 60s do. Why won't we just implement what they started, and we could just make it digital? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you smart, it's just way Hakeem for real. Even as a baby step, maybe you don't want to snitch on your neighborhood for some reason, but just to report the stuff that doesn't look right. No, I'm snitching on everything. Just hear me out. I'm a civilian now. I don't care who wants to come to my house. I know how to fight, and I can go grab a pistol. I'm a strong snitch. I'm a snitch that people is scared to go to war, because here's the thing. Some of these guys want to do crimes in the neighborhood because then there nobody ain't going to do nothing. But they don't want to mess with the person who's willing to fight back. You want to drill? I could drill too. I know how to lean out the window, go like this, and run the numbers. I could preach self-defense. I could be the case where say, yeah, they did it to us. All we have to do is this. I got cameras and everything. I can protect myself. I'm a strong snitch. Let me see you break into somebody's house. Let me see you hit a woman. I'm on the phone like this. Officer, I'm about to get into action. Y'all need to come down here. That's the problem. We mind our business too much. You know the reason why I'm like this? Just hear me out. And we're going to go this. Just hear me out. You're married. You got kids. I should be able to protect your family when you're not around. If I seen your wife on the street and something happened, it's my duty to jump into action to make sure she get her ass home back to you. Because I would want you to do that for my mama, for my sister, for my niece, for Jordan's wife, for Brown Ellie, for any of them, for Joe Hurdham, for Ronnie Ron. I need to make sure you can go home. I need to be that nosy. That's why.
How can you make a great point? Because I was going to add this to it as well. We go to these really nice suburban areas, rich suburban areas. They will straight up, if something's going on in their neighborhood, they snitching.
Yeah.
That it's like you don't gotta tell nobody. They already know. Like I said, the value of the neighborhood and everything. They want to keep that. They want to keep the nonsense away.
Yeah.
And this is why it's important, to have a community, and you don't have to be in a suburban, in these urban cities, because if nobody else is going to do it, you guys got to help each other and make it work to save lives. And that's what we're trying to do, save lives.
One more point. You so correct. Listen, I remember living in a place where my door was open one time, and this was on 35th Street and 18th. My next door neighbor called us. Hey, I just closed your door. What's going on, Poppy? You feel me? That's how we should live.
Facts. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right. Now we're gonna go on to the next topic. So the next topic, and this is about Ebony K. Williams. We like talking about her. We did a couple lives, and we're gonna talk about it again. Now, usually some people agree with her or disagree. Now, now she was on a show a couple of days, and she said something, that kind of, usually she'll talk about the man. She was, going to women. And she was saying, she said women should be getting, wedding rings right along getting degrees. And what she meant by that is, if you look to get married, the best time to look for a mate is in college, because that's, to me, a lot of people don't know, when you go to like college and everything, because I've been to college and everything, that's the best time when you can find a long-term partner. It's like a big open space right there, because once you leave college and everything, to me, it gets, that's when you really start dating, and it's hard to, it's just very, very different, to find a mate, outside of college and everything. And like I said, and I see like a lot of people I went to college with, that they got married through college and everything. And so, yeah, but Ebony K. Willams, she was talking about that, and it ruffled some fellas from not from the men, from the women, because some women they feel independent, they feel like I could get, why would I get married in my in my early 20s where I can wait and get married in my 30s, 40s, and 50s, and etc. and everything. And that kind of ruffled some women's feathers when Ebony K. Williams said that. So we're gonna play the clip what Ebony K. Williams said about women should be getting ready wings, also getting degrees, and after that we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Perfect. It says Joe Hurdham says, met my wife freshman year, 16 years ago, married brothers.
I was gonna tell you about. I haven't highlighted it yet. He pretty much killed it.
Out is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
So this is not what other contributors said this before. I just feel like Ebony K. she's just repeating what most men will say, about these situations like that. Now when Ebony K. Williams says that, there might be some people that agree with her, but it's also that people may not agree with that, what she's saying. And that's why, she's trending so far. So I'm passing you guys. Go ahead with you, Ronnie. What do you think about Ebony K. Williams' take on this?
Ken, how you want me to do it? You want me to be neutral today, or you want me to go all the way in? Which one?
It's Friday. It's Friday, Ronnie. Go all the way in.
Go all the way in.
It's Chaos Culture Radio.
But I work tonight, guys. I don't want to wait. But if y'all told me to, I listen to my bosses. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. But this is what we've been saying from the get-go since day effing one. We've been saying how women pretty much focus too much on their career. And she's talking about the black woman, because at the same time, we love black women here. Don't get it twisted now. KR Culture Radio, we love black women. Majority of us, Jordan's married to a black wife. I date black women. Hakeem date black women. So no shades taken whatsoever. However, at the same time, black women tend to focus too much on their careers. When they get a certain age, now they start to become desperate. They're trying to looking for a man. And a long time ago, I had a conversation with a black woman. I was telling her, you saying it right now because you're 5. But by the time you hit 40 and 50, your mindset gonna change. You're not gonna want to be alone with a cat or something. You're gonna be like, man, I need a man. Your mindset gonna be like, I need a man to be there with me on my last days. But no, they give me a lot of pushback for it. Cool. It is what it is. Now you have Ebony K. Willams saying the same exact thing. As man age, he becomes more attractive. He becomes more people, more women want to find, pretty much want to get to him because the fact is now he's gaining the resources, he's gaining all these things as he's age. But as a woman age, she tends to go down. I think Hakeem used to say all the time, like our market value start going down. And it's the truth. Ebony K. Williams just turned 40. She's not married. So now look, her talk game is starting different. Now she may now talk to that bus driver on the bus. She may now start talking to that bus driver on the bus. But other races teach their children when you're in college, they say find somebody you can grow with. When y'all graduate, y'all both can build together. Don't wait till after you graduate, because now it tends to get harder. I wish somebody would have taught me that. Hakeem and Jordan, I'm not gonna lie, I would have probably been already married. But no, they were telling me to focus more on my education, focus more on my purpose. Don't worry about getting a woman. I did all those things, they didn't worry about getting a woman. But the white folks, the Jews, the Mexicans, the Spanish,
the Indians,
is always the black community, always the last people, always behind. Oh yeah, Hakeem.
You're 100% right, my brother. It's we talked about this in the beginning. Ronnie, you ready to get it? You say you ready to get an Ebony?
Hey,
Ebony?
She is not ugly.
She's not. But I want to preface something. They spew a lot of things in the women's head that they shouldn't, because we hadn't had this problem before. Women, real men want you regardless if you have a degree or if you don't have a degree. Your lunch lady in high school was married to a good man. Your UPS worker, your post office lady, they all had husbands, still have husbands. You know what I mean? It wasn't about that. What we look into a woman is different than what a woman looks for a man. Give me the bleach stained dress. You could have been working at Checkers.
Don't forget about the pepper.
The peppers. You could be a medium bell pepper or a small pepper or a Slim Jim. All you had to do was feminine, and you know how to wash your chicken and squeeze the lemon on it. I can't even find that now. None of y'all don't even clean y'all chicken. I want a woman who know how to clean her chicken instead of a woman with a JD.
Preach.
Peppers, Slim Jims, jalapenos. I date them all.
Okay, all right. I want to read. I agree with you both, but I want to read from a comment what the Daily Rep Group wrote on the Shade Room regarding to Ebony K. Williams. So shout out to Daily Rep Group. Make sure you guys subscribe to them. They got really dope content. So here does this read. So Ebony K. Williams reflects the impact of certain feminist ideologies that influence some Black women to prioritize their careers within predominantly white corporations, potentially at the expense of the traditional Black nuclear family structure. Her journey appears to involve sacrificing aspects of femininity to navigate a more competitive space with men, which may lead to a sense of unhappiness as she enters her 40s, possibly contemplating a family life that she hasn't experienced to the fullest. It's worth noting that she has dated outside her race on multiple occasions, and these relationships have not yielded long-lasting results. Some argues that she represents a perspective that empathizes competitive, competing with men rather than focus on building and coexisting with them to create enduring family bondages. So basically, the Daily Record, they was breaking down the feminist ideology of what is Ebony K. Williams is, especially for the black, as a black woman. And there's certain content where they talk about this, and one who I'm not gonna say his name, but he's rest in peace. He was really, really big at it, really, really big content creator, and he talked about this, and and that was the start, and that was one of the starters of talk about these type of relationships. Relationships so big. One of them is because of him. But for me, I'll just say this: meeting your spouse in college. To me, I got lucky. I would say I got lucky, especially in the black community. I found my wife in college at the time. I know she was gonna be my wife at the time, but hey, 13 years later, started from college and now we're here. And I'll say this too, if you guys want to focus on education, that's fine. The money will come, especially if you're looking for marriage and everything. If you get, it's going to work out, because instead of men being single or women being single, you got to worry about what's what you're paying by yourself. But if you had two people in the house, it'll make it more easier. Especially around this time, 2023, if you got two incomes coming out, you can make it easier. And also, we had two incomes in the house. There's a bigger, slightly chance you guys spend your money right. It's also save. You guys can create a small business for yourselves. A lot of people don't know that. When you have two incomes in the family, two incomes in the household, if you spend your money wisely, it's a better chance you guys can make a small business.
I think one of the biggest.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead, Ronnie. Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, you finish your last point. Go ahead.
No, we have in all that. It's just Ebony K. Williams is really seeing that now, and she's really starting to say, hey, if you're gonna take this type of lifestyle, you just look at me, it's not gonna work out. Or tell these young women, if you start finding these men at a younger age and everything, and get married and everything, like I say, you guys gonna make more money once you guys together and y'all spend your money wisely. You guys gonna make more money in the future when you get in your 30s and 40s and 50s. Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, because I was on Sadija, who I do subscribe to. I do agree with her on some of her content. She was doing a review about this, and when you look in the comment section of how the women was telling, Ebony K. Williams is being a mammy. She don't know what she's talking about. She's just desperate to find a man because she can't get a man because she's too successful. This is why I say YouTube is so dangerous. It's not really beneficial to the black woman. It's actually hurting the black woman. Right now, what Ebony K. Williams is saying right now is absolutely true. You focus too much on your degrees. You need to pretty much mainly focus on try to get a man you can build with and you can grow with. That's one of the mistakes. Even Jabari, who be in the chat, he didn't even tell you. He met his wife in college.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been married for 6 years.
Yep.
Other people I know met their wives in college. That's one of the mistakes I think I made, that I didn't try to meet my wife in college as well. But I was partying and having fun and doing stuff what college men, quote unquote, do. And now look, I'm behind. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So now that is much harder now, because as I became to, as Chaos began to grow, and I continue to grow as a brand, and us, especially on this platform, we continue to grow on the brand. We're gonna get women from all different angles and all different corners. You're not even gonna be like, oh man, is she really want to build with me, or she just with me because of my resources? So that's the hurdle there. That's the hurdle there, because at the same time, if I had, and I think just hit me out, I'm not sure. I think he met his wife in college. That would say, like, most of these men, if you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I met my wife when I was in college. We got it messed up out here. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Before Hakeem, I got a question for you. It just popped out my brain out of nowhere. You're going to like this question. I got a question. So this is speaking for the black woman, and I definitely want to hit your points. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm struggling with it. Do you think when, some of these black women, they focus on their career similar to Ebony K. Williams, what they're doing? Do you think it's not do you think it's not them being kind of pro black. Because when I'm saying that is because, you know, one of the reasons I'll say you're pro black is you trying to create families, black families. So my question for you is, do you think some of these black women who are doing taking the Ebony K route, they're not being pro black in a way? Just think about it for a second.
No, I don't think it's that. I just think I'm gonna tell you what somebody told me one time. It has a lot to do with the absence of men in a lot of these women's lives. I remember a girl told me that her mama told her, "Ain't no man gonna come save you, so you got to save yourself." Flat out told me. She was like, "I'm gonna make sure I'm straight. If you leave or you stay, I'm still gonna be straight." And it's the programming in that. I don't think it's like that, you know what I mean? Because they mamas probably ain't had nobody. You feel me? And it's a difference in this because I think overwhelmingly.
But I would say with Ebony K. Willams, she had a mother, but she envied her mother though. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she did.
She envied her mother.
She envied her mother, but her mother was also a single mom. You know what I mean? How can you praise the mother and not praise the daddy unless there was no father there?
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Now reality is set in. Ebony K. And to answer your question, Gore, Ebony K. Williams is a social media influencer. She works for the Griot.
Yeah,
that company is owned by what's the black guy who owns the Weather Channel?
It's in my head, but I know you're talking about. So Ebony K. Williams is successful. She's not broke. She has 2-3 successful books. We could technically say she's a millionaire, and no man wants to date her. And she's attractive. She's attractive.
Very attractive, very beautiful. But is she friendly? A lot of the time, people y'all think we look.
Just look at her body language.
Yeah, she's very argumentative, very outspoken. Do you think a man wants to deal with that every single day of their life? No.
Yeah, I won't tell you the highlight. That I met my husband at 21.
Before I had unrealistic expectations, social media forces. I'm ready to take my headphones off. Because, you know, God bless the dead. He talks about this. So here's the thing. Maya Reed, you met your husband when you was a blank canvas. You didn't know what Gucci, Prada was. You didn't know what good D is. You met him, you locked in, and you happy. 80% of people live their life that way. It's a lot of women who body count is 1 or 2. Or 2. Let's get straight. Or you can have something, or you can have a situation like, just hear me out. Met his wife in high school and married her and got with her after her first marriage. You got a lot of that. But you was a blank canvas. The expectations that people have now are outrageous. It's outrageous, but I'm not knocking it. But that doesn't mean that's going to solidify you a husband. I met a truck driver one time who told me and my homeboy out the ditch, he said, my wife cooked this for me. He said, where you met your wife at? In college, in high school. We got married. She went to college. I chose to be a truck driver. We both got 2 kids. She has a degree. She didn't care he wasn't making 6 figures. This was a country white boy from Ohio. He said, hey, let it, you know what I mean? And you know, I ration that thought is because me being a man growing up here and not making the kind of money that I'm wanted to, which I'm heading that way. I had a lot of women told me that I can't date you. You don't make enough for me. You don't make enough for me. I didn't get mad about that. That's her opinion. And I don't never want to say that, she should settle. Because if you're thinking and settling for a man who's going to love you because he doesn't have enough money, then that's your prerogative. But this guy here, he was a truck driver. His wife had a degree. What's the difference? She understands she was looking for love. Because the thing is, when you turn 60, when you turn 50, who's going to be helping you changing your Pampers?
You know, my dad tell me that all the time. And that's why I say, now I'm a serious dater. Like, I'm not out here like, nah, I ain't doing that no more. Because time go by fast. You could go to sleep one day and you wake up, you 50.
I'll say this, Ronnie. Our birthday's coming up. It's in November. I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it is.
You see?
So you already know it's literally it's like in 2 weeks. That's how fast life is going. Hakeem,
Yes.
Man that's married, start changing your okay. You know what? Stop playing with life. It's time to get serious.
Listen here. I want to highlight what motivation and Scan Lightly say. Maya Reed said this. We want to highlight the next 4 things. Maya Reed said, I never thought about how much money he should be making. Lord Jesus.
Remember
this is at 21.
At 21. Hey, my wife was the same way.
It's a different mindset when you're 21 than when you're 35.
Yeah.
When you're 30-something and they grew together, they built together, they probably in a way better position now. Wealth is built with 2 people.
And the thing is about it, Hakeem, like I said, when me and my wife was in freshman year in college, we was broke. But the thing is, it was a struggle, but we like to struggle because now we look in the past like, oh, I remember we did this. You know, we had to wait. You know, on the weekend, the college cafeteria will be closed, and sometimes we won't be eating for a couple of days. So we had to go to McDonald's on that Sunday because they had 50-cent cheeseburgers and 49-cent hamburgers, and we bought like 5, 6, or 7, all that type of stuff. You know, and what I'm trying to say is, like I say, even though we struggle, we just look at the back of the day and say, yo, we don't think how it was today, how we were struggling, but hey, we made it work out. And to me, that's a good thing. I feel like hopefully, well, I can say that because 2023, I don't know how these kids in colleges, they be on these YouTube say, man, I make about 50K, 60K, 100K, whatever, and all that type of thing. So it's just messed up. The world, the Western world we live in, it's like, money is, how much money you making for us, have like a luxury type of lifestyle.
I'm late. Don't you know what was said? But the title is just adding my 2 cents, and a lot of these kids are runaways. Yes. Scam Lightly said, are you sure you want me on the panel Monday? Because I'm going to flame these dusty talking points. Yes, my brother. We're ready.
Oh, yeah, you talking crap, please. We love you.
We ready.
Yes,
we ready.
yes. I can't wait.
Motivation just say, how do we get to talking about marriage when the title's about missing kids? It's 2 Topic Fridays. We talked about it on the first 30 minutes. Just hear me out. Say, I'm 42 tomorrow. You look like you're 21.
No, you don't.
He does. He look like he's 21. Libras link up, brothers.
Yeah,
Mine is on the 20th.
Yeah.
Okay. You're on the way.
That beard, y'all never saw him cammed up. If you see Jesse cammed up, he was like, just hit me out. Just hit me out. I'm just joking with him. His beard just give him like an older look. That's why what it is.
You say on McDonald's, never he have sales like that. Oh, that's back in the days, baby. I always wanted my high school sweetheart. I messed that up. That's life.
Wait, I can you say how you gonna say that?
No, that's life.
How you gonna say that? Yeah, but for a happy birthday, just hit me out. That's good. And I think he was like, well, like a month ago, I believe so.
Yeah.
You have a crazy year already.
For me, I've always wanted to have a marriage with a lot of kids running in and out the house.
It's not too late. Like Gordon said, get in there.
Barefoot. Have a bunch of kids barefoot, nappy headed. You know what I mean? Pamper sagging.
I
need a farm. So like, that's okay. Get a farm, Hakeem. Get you a farm.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna move to Georgia and I'm gonna be Farmer Hakeem or Farmer Joe. You know what I mean?
But yeah, those that's walking in, yeah, it's a 2-part Friday. So we do 2 topics on Friday. So we did one about the missing kids earlier for 30 minutes. And then the last 30 minutes of the show, Jordan picked another topic, which was Ebony K. Williams and the aspect of how women should really reconsider about marriage before it's too late.
Listen. Oh, yeah, listen, King, you be doing too much. I do. Listen here. You want to know Sherry Bryant? I was a lame in high school. I didn't even have a high school crush. You know what I'm saying? I was a lame.
Yeah, that's
a lame mode. You know what I'm saying? It just now that, huh?
You know that's
I was a lame. I was a lame. Listen, I used to wear church socks. Church socks.
I was middle school. When you went to high school, everybody. Hell, you already know my sister, so that's cap.
No, I did. Me and your sister was in the same class. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's she cap. Says, yeah. Listen, I wanted the saggy pamper life. I still do want it.
Little Sherry Bryant laughing.
I still do want it. I want the saggy pamper life. I want that. Listen, that's why. Listen, I fell in love with ghetto diamonds at a younger age. You know what I mean? I didn't mind if you had 2, 3 kids. You know what I mean? You had another 2 by me, another 4 by me, sagging pampers. You know what I mean? The back shocks down low. You with the bonnet, pulling up in front of the job. 4, 5 kids in the back. They was like, "Where we going? We got to go bring Mr. Hakeem his lunch."
That's how it was. That was your dream, Hakeem, back then?
That was my dream. She said, "That sounds like a rash." I would have loved that rash every day, baby. I would have loved that rash every day. You coming out there with the night dress, bringing me lunch. You know, I sauteed that vegetables just the way you like it. Come here, let me give you a kiss, baby.
You did the baby diaper sagging. That's not good, man. That is.
He said, I bet you bet I went to all the boys boarding high school, only saw girls during vacation. Damn. Damn. That's not. Listen, Gore sounded like he was living a rich life. He said he was in boarding school.
He was in boarding school. No, but
had that money.
They give you waivers though. You can get in there. They give you waivers.
She said, don't settle for anything. Listen, motivation, vision. Don't settle that. Those were gold. Those were gold. What you mean don't settle? That's not settling. You can't find somebody to clean some chicken today. They don't even know how to scrub the chicken down. Give me those women with the bonnets, with the shocks leaned down. Them chicken were clean. Who kids ran out there with the sagging pampers? The food was tightened up. I didn't care if there was a bunch of stuff on the couch. I sat myself right in there. You ready to eat now? I said, come on. And after I'm eating, and at the end, and when I was eating, I say, how much the light bill gonna be this month? Don't worry, I get paid this Friday. I have it ready for you.
Yeah, you know what? That's the craziest thing. But like when a woman cook good, a man is more generous to give. You be like, yo, here. You know, man. When she cook a really good meal, you don't even think about how much she asks. You like, yo, I need this for this. You be like, yo, fuck it. Here you go.
Listen, me and my wife made a commitment, and I packed a roll together when you have that nothing can stop you.
Yeah, that's a perfect commitment. That's a really deep commitment.
Myrie sound like she from Florida. She said, "Don't nobody clean chicken like them Haitians." Maya, are you married to a Haitian? You sound like you got an inside scoop.
Hey, I told them Haitian men are up. They keep joking with me. I keep telling them Haitian men know how to talk to women. We know how to do all of that, man.
She say, I just made some smothered chicken and mashed potato and gravy looking good. Motivation vision. Your rent would be paid this week if you talking like that. Your rent would be paid.
Haitian man love to eat. We love to eat. You feel me?
Yeah. Facts. This why men leaving she let to go herself. Your game had to be impeccable since you barely saw girls during the school. That is a fact.
Their husband is Jamaican.
Oh yeah. Oh, husband Jamaican.
Brother
King.
My homeboy, boy, he can throw down.
He say, Keem, you just want them to cook. That can and they can be ashy and on. I didn't care. You didn't even need to have edges. You didn't need to have edges. Some of them who ain't had no edges was throwing and put the crease in your jeans. The ones who look the finest can't iron for shit. How would I know?
They don't even know what it is.
Preach.
Come on, bro. Like, listen, I don't care about all that. You can look as fancy as you want. Nigga, it matters when you get in that house. I don't care how good you look in public. That's why men stalk me and I do it up. You see? Your rent would be paid. I don't care how fine you look. It matters when you get in that house. You can be as fine as you want. You just a trophy piece. Give a fuck about that. Nigga, listen, I'm lazy.
I heard a girl say one time, she like, if I get married, I'm not cooking. I want a professional chef. I was looking at her like, what?
We won't be together then.
She said, like, what? I said, I can't believe that. Like, you.
That's crazy.
Okay, Gore, you have a point. Don't let a woman who can't cook get away. Sign her up for cooking classes.
True.
Gore, you do have a point, but they gotta want to do that. Here's the thing about that is
they gotta be willing.
They gotta be willing. Fundamentally, I know what I'm willing to bring to a table. That's why you need other people. I'm good at certain things. I'm not good at everything. There's certain things I want a woman to alleviate me from doing. I'm going to alleviate you from doing certain things. And that's why we need each other. We can't live without each other. We both manage. Most men know how to get money. Women know how to manage life. A woman can manage your life wholeheartedly. We know how to get money. We know how to sustain money. We know how to fight off. But as far as management, no. When I got my first apartment, they called it the trap house. All I had was a bed, a TV, and that was it. I didn't even have shower curtains.
Damn.
I didn't even listen. I had paper plates instead. When I had got my first girl, my crib looked like something off of Beverly Hills, and they went to Dollar Tree and put all that together. And Walmart on the clearance rack. I say, what the fuck? Where am I at?
That's real shit. Facts.
You know what I mean? I learned rice cooking. I learned you had to put the wipes by the toilet, and you had the automatic air freshener on the top. Y'all know what that is? I'm mad at myself that I didn't build with somebody at a younger age. I should have been married by now. It's pitiful that I'm not married right now. A lot of people ain't signing up to be with people after a certain age. When you haven't built with them, it's important. This is why Ebony K, what she's telling you is true. She's regretting your pivotal years, you building up with somebody gonna last a lifetime. We don't know how long we got living. I could be gone tomorrow. One day I might wake up. I might not be here. Who did I build with? I don't even got no fucking kids. I don't got nobody to clean me no fucking chicken. A lot of y'all who got somebody, you lucky. You cherish them to the day you fucking die. A lot of us don't have that. Stop worrying about the nuances of relationship. When you're 50 and you're 60, it doesn't matter. Your drawers sag after a while. Your titties sag. Your nuts sag after a while. You ain't gonna bust it down like that. But you'll get a cup of coffee in the morning. And when she said, hey, you ready to take me to church? At least you have something to do in the morning with your woman. A lot of us don't got nobody to chill with. And we want to enjoy and spend that with somebody. Love the people who you love. Love the people who you want. You can go play hard if you want to. Time is going to prove to you. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, you did. You in your bag, brother. I ain't stopping you when you in your bag.
No, listen, because I don't want nobody to miss up on the chance. A lot of us wish, listen, Jordan is an example. Gore is an example. Sherry Bryan is an example. A lot of us wish we had somebody to love us every single day and to build with somebody. Somebody we can trust. Tell our darkest secret with. Nigga, I can't cry no more. I wish I had somebody to cry to.
And you know, I can't even pull my point because I was telling somebody that they were like, oh, all thing about sex. I said that's not true because at the same time there is men out here who's actually looking for companionship. They're not looking for sex.
No.
That's not true.
Listen, my dick, listen. I don't get hard anymore if you look good. I'm more mental now at this age. I see pretty women all the time. I don't even look at them twice. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I want somebody to say, hey, you want to know something? Let's go to a park. I just made some sandwiches on rye. A little bit of mustard with some mayo. And I cut the tuna just the way you like it. With the coconut water. I know you got heartburn, so I bought you 2 coconut waters.
That boy Hakeem cooking. He cooking, Joy. He cooking.
No, because a lot of us, listen, it's real. A lot of us playing tough here. Shout outs to Joe Hurdum. Joe Hurdum married 16 years. Shout outs to, just hear me out, married over 10 years to his beautiful wife. Shout outs to Sherry Bryant and Gorilla Black. They got a beautiful relationship. Your relationship is the way you build it. Everybody need love. Listen, none of us, we cannot stop to be tough.
See, Sugar, I ain't angry. Fuck your ass.
Listen. She said, I had to come. Yeah, definitely. He said, oh, tad under 9 years, but very close. But listen here. Listen here. I seen the little video of him and his wife being together and seeing the life change. None of y'all can listen. Here's the thing. A lot of us are not going to have that. This generation is not going to have that because of expectations. If my mother didn't choose my father or they didn't try to grow, I wouldn't be here today. A lot of y'all can play tough. Y'all can say, and I'm not questioning about saying don't settle. Find somebody you can build with. It's about love. I didn't care if you worked at Checkers. If you was nice and sweet, and caring and loving, I'm hollering. I didn't give a, you know what I'm saying? Listen. Oh, hold on. He say, Hakeem, trust me. You will look back and laugh and think that cooking and cleaning is a deal breaker, but don't let it keep you from a good woman. The same way you learn to love, you can learn. Yes, I can. And mind you, that is a standard, Gore. I'm not going to lie to you. But that doesn't mean that if I find somebody who tried, I would still accept you. Just like a woman who wants a man that's handy, who knows how to change oil, squash spiders, and put up cabinets. I need somebody that loves. I need somebody that loves the ambition in a woman. What you need to be ambitious for? Motivation, vision. Are you going to pay? Are you conquering the world for both of them? You can do that with your man. That ambition can be merged together. Your goal in life, we can't always be so ambitious to reach another level. It's not all about money. When you learn, love conquers all. I want love before I want money. Money's gonna come. I'm already. To be very honest with you, I'm already rich. Go ahead.
No, I think you misunderstood her point. She said she wanted someone that's ambitious with a woman. Like them two together, like someone that's ambitious. I think you misunderstood one.
She said, Keem, I swear I saw you, but I was in a rush. You were staring me down, so I knew you definitely looking for someone. I drew.
No, friend Sign, I'm just messing with Sugar Bun.
That was me.
Sugar, I was just messing with her. She cool. She cool.
That was me, Sherry Bryant.
That was I think how can you miss motivation, vision, point? She was talking about she wants someone that wants an ambitious woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a man.
I need someone that loves ambition in a woman.
Yeah.
Listen, when you say
ambition,
honestly, I just need you to love me. Ambition, I'm going to be ambition for both of us, baby. Because I know your love is going to come and manage my life.
If she good, Hakeem, she good in the business. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we focus too much on the small things of a woman. Women can bring a lot of great value. Men just don't know how to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Lisa, she said, I don't want someone who want me just for the bonnet, sagging, diapers, and clean chicken. Baby.
Woman than that, of course.
Baby, let me tell you something. A lot of us right now, I use that as a metaphor. A lot of us was very easygoing dealing with people. Like, and let me tell you something.
True.
If you hold yourself in a high standard, no problem. I knew a girl who had 5 kids, and a pastor fell in love with her.
Yep.
A pastor.
Facts.
A pastor, and it was a lot of people was different, but this was back in the days. Married her, raised her 5 kids, and it wasn't nothing. And she had bonnets on. She was living. You know, the thing about it is love, and you can see the inner workings of a person. What she provided didn't coincide the way she looked, and I'm telling you that.
No,
I know some. Go ahead.
You have people online that say, "Oh, don't date single mothers. Don't talk to mothers. Don't deal with them. Let her go back to her baby father." But at the same time, like you make a good point. Love is love, and sometimes even if that guy said, "I won't deal with that single mother right now," but sometimes he could change his mind. You be like, "Man, this woman's dope. She got great value, even though she made a mistake or she made a couple of mistakes. But I see you building myself with her. They will settle. They be like, yeah, I want her."
No, you're right. But listen here, I'm gonna be real with you. If I take a tally, who cooked the best? This is just my opinion. I don't want nobody to get mad at me. Out of all my dating, he said, now what does a single mother have to do with this? He mentioned it, so I'm gonna answer this. He just said this. Out of all my dating, I've only had one person that did not have kids who cooked for me. One person. Everybody else who I dated had kids, always cooked, cleaned, washed clothes, did stuff, washed clothes, did whatever, who had kids. This is something that they, you know what I mean, that was ingrained. So when we start looking, let me tell you something. Matt Damon's wife was a bartender. Matt Damon, wife was a bartender in Miami. She didn't have no degree. She wasn't no high value woman. Like, she was just a bartender. They still married to this day. You know, I didn't know if she was an excellent cook or this and that. I'm just saying, back in the days, our expectations or what we looked for people who made us happy. You call it struggle love because everybody wants to be rich today. Not a lot of people gonna make $1 million.
That's also a fact.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't gonna make $500,000 at that.
Talk about it.
What were we talking about here? So it's like, come on, be realistic. Sugar say I'm over it. Sugar, a good night. You get what I'm saying?
No,
real talk. You speak real talk. Not everybody's gonna make $1 million. That's real.
You know what I mean? Your obsession with wanting to be rich, with wanting to have all these things, all that doesn't matter when you're 60 and you're sick and you got diabetes and your sugar's bad and you can't see. Having a Mercedes at 60 don't mean nothing than driving the Lincoln and your husband is next door to you. Where we going? We going to Dollar Tree, baby. You know, I got to go play my numbers. There's Joe Hurdham. Joe Hurdham says there's value in many things aside from money and kids. I'm gonna have my kids. Have them, but you have them. But I want somebody to love you, sugar bum. I want some. Listen. I want somebody to love you for the pink, yellow, and green hair that you wear on your thumbnail, your long lashes, and your nails. Somebody to love you.
Sugar said, like I said before, I have my children to see me through. But you know, Sugar, you understand when you get older, sometimes the kids get aggravated of you. That sometimes they don't even want to deal with you anymore. I think you know that, right? So some kids, when their parents get older, they don't want to deal with you. They say they find you to be annoying. They find you to be desperate. They don't even want to be in your vicinity. Because when women get older, sometimes her mind tend to lose herself. And that's a fact. So good luck with that. But I think you should look for somebody to be with you for your long term.
Come on, man. But sometimes at the end of the day, you don't care about all that goofy shit. You want somebody to make you smile. And a lot of people have found them.
No, but I think women are it's just the women's, Ronnie. No, I'm keeping it honest. A lot of women, they even say the kids, when they with their parents, when they of age, they be like, man, my parents now they starting to annoy me. Like they get on my last. Jordan, I know you can relate. Hi, kid, I know you can relate.
Yeah.
And my mom is annoying. Man, like,
so that's in the teenage. That's in your teenage years. You be thinking like, yo, I know a lot now. What's he talking about?
But tell your mom to go find a man. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone.
Listen. She say, I want to point this motivation vision. Maybe you didn't hear what I said earlier. You said cooking and cleaning is a part of life. Women are more than that. Jordan, what did I say earlier about what men can do and what women do?
Oh, say it again. My bad.
I said, what did I say? I said that women manage life. I never alluded to them just cooking and cleaning. I want somebody to cook and clean. That's what I want. I want on-demand sex. I want fresh hot meals. I want creases in my jeans.
She did come late, and her defense. So she did come late. So that's why.
And what you say, Hakeem, you know, that's like I said, that's a power that women have because they can like manage and take care of lives, not just your man's life, but also children's life as well.
Sugar Mom, I'm not saying you going to abandon your parents. What I'm saying is as an example, because a lot of people say that. They'll say that in the beginning. Oh, I'm not going to leave my parents. I'll be with my parents to their old age. I'm telling you, when that mind started tripping, you going to be like, I can't handle this no more. I'm about to go. I'm just keeping it 100. It happens to a lot of. It's not just. I'm not just speaking. Just black community, black women. It happens to a lot of people. A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people will tell you that they will leave town because the parents get on.
I want to highlight this thing and Sherry Bryant, and I love that you say that because I want to preface and explain why I'm the way I am. You don't want much, and I enjoy that. It's a fact. This guy know me. A lot of people know who I am. I've been all over the world. I went to Europe.
You don't have to explain yourself, man. You already know, man.
I've been to New York. I was in New York, Pennsylvania. I lived in Miami. I got in the streets. I dated bad bees before. They don't know how to fuck. They don't know how to fuck. What you talking about?
Like I said, Hakeem been around. He got a lot of experience. He can say. He ain't saying it just because
Oh,
he hasn't just think of it. He's done it.
yeah.
I've done it.
And
Go ask about me. Nigga, I've been to Caribbean islands. I travel. I've been my polish gun. No, give me a real woman. I don't give a fuck how good you look, how much Birkin bags you got. That's nothing. Give me the girl. Listen, if you work at Taco Bell, but you know how to fry some chicken, let's do it. What you think? You think you forget who I am? I'm over 40. I grew up in the real Miami. A lot of y'all don't even remember the Rolex or some of these clubs. We was really out here.
or the Zopounds or the
Or some of that, like what these
wait,
yeah. Come on. My car is paid off. I'm not broke. I got good credit.
Breach.
Some of these dudes are in rental cars and putting tents on rentals. Y'all don't own nothing. So I'm not looking for nobody who look good. I don't care what degree you got. I'm educated. I done dated people with degrees. That don't mean nothing. They can't fuck either. Give me a good, genuine, nice person. All that shit you talking about is accessories. I don't give a fuck about that. You can have a bonnet on, but you as sweet as hell. Baby mama, I found me one. I don't care about none of that. Be a good person. Be nice. Be friendly. That's all that matters. You forget my parents come from another country. And you still not married? You say I'm still not married? Because you want to know something? I'm not married because I'm looking for that Love Jones. That love in basketball. That's why I'm not married. Listen, I don't settle for idiots. Give a fuck if the roach fall out the bonnet. She know. Listen. A lot of y'all laugh. Some of these women know how to make shit out of nothing. I know some. Listen, I'm looking for that Love Jones. Some of these make something lit out of nothing. You got more than them. They got little, but they make shit happen. Some of these people are thoughtful. Some of these people care. Somebody say, hey, handle. I'm about to come and handle this for you. I'm talking about love. Y'all talking about all accessory shit. That don't mean nothing. Niggas been getting money.
Then how can you check it out? And then they get mad why the ratchet getting married. You feel me?
Why the ratchet get?
That why they get mad at ratchet getting married. You feel me? But I'm just saying.
Fuck it. Matter of fact, give me a poor give me a poor village girl from Nigeria. I'll be straight.
Gore said Don DeMarco on that one.
No, because I can't go in it, but it's true. They get mad why the ratchet getting married. And she wasn't talking about.
Listen, when you lived the life that I lived, you had money, you've been on trips, you've been in fancy cars. That shit don't mean nothing.
No, I don't. I can't. You already know we be at Root. I can't. We used to be at Root Chris, all that shit.
Yeah, we done ate out. Come on, you think a nigga ain't never been a busy techies? Season 52,
Houston, on Versace restaurant, Prime 112. Man.
All over.
Listen.
Over.
Oh no, man. I know,
listen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make y'all laugh, little mama. That nigga you see in the Murray jeans and the Gucci belt, he's broke. It's them niggas in the Dickies with money.
Yep. Look, even Jordan though. Yep, and Jordan's from Miami too. Yep.
He know what I'm talking about.
Here in LA as well. It's everywhere. I seen it. Shoot, I seen it in multiple cities.
It's a nigga with Dickies with money. If he doesn't have black in his nails, he don't got no money.
Yep.
I come from that type of place.
Yeah.
If his nails ain't dirty, if he just ain't
that's just it. She knows she'll tell you those money.
Some of you niggas don't even know how to put a cabinet up.
Sugar Bun, she like this back and forth right now.
Yeah. Because you want to know why you can live off that degree, baby. I can't live off of it. I can't live off of it. No, I know you're more than I know. Listen. I know that you're more than cooking and cleaning. But listen here. Some of these women, listen, I know you're more than that. A real nigga, a real person can't live without no woman. A man can't live without no woman. It's in the Quran. It's in the Bible. We're wild. Men are wild animals when no women are around. It's a dangerous place.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, Scam, don't worry. You'll be here Monday.
You'll be here Monday, Scam.
We'll give you the freedom to take care of the dust, but it's not gonna work. Because we're not like over there in that sector. This sector over here, really conversation, and we ain't talking gibberish. It's like
listen. Sugar Bum said, "Where the fruit to your labor, Hakeem? Be my woman and find out." Then
there you go. There you go. End it right there. There you go.
You gonna end it right there.
The show. Time for us to end the show. It's time for us to end the show. But yeah, any because I gotta work tonight. Any final thoughts, gentlemen, on this lovely topic? But man, Hakeem, you going in, boy. Go ahead. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
My final thought said what Ebony K. Willams said. Hey man, we just trying to fix, especially in our community. We just trying to fix it, man. We just trying to get married, trying to have a long-term relationship. We just trying to build our community. That's my final take.
And then I think it's true. At the end of the day, Hakeem spoke facts, Jordan spoke facts, and even myself, I spoke a little bit of facts. But at the same time, it's just us really got to realize how to pretty much appreciate life. Because if not, life is going to pass you by. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I enjoy you too, Sherry Bryant, Maya Reed, and everything. Shout outs to Joe Hurdum. My last word is your femininity keep my masculinity in check. Your femininity keeps my masculinity in check.
And this is I keep start highlighting comment because you're gonna keep going on. And this is why it's so very important to make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock each and time. Like always. Thank you, Motivating Vision.
Hey, listen.
You actually got the last word because you highlighted it. So
I did. Listen, your femininity keep my masculinity in check.
Thank you to lovely Just Jay. Thank you, Just Hit Me Out. Thank you, Sherry Bryan and Sky. Thank you, Joe Don't Hurt Him. Shout out to you on Twitch. What is it? Maya?
Maya Reed.
Maya Reed. So I was right. Maya Reed. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Also welcome to. She's a new subscriber. I met her from the other space. She came over here. Greatly appreciate it. Shout out to you, Sugar Bone. We love your presence. Shout out to Gore, man. Shout out to Gore. Shout out to Urban Orange, Fresh Sound, Florida. Shout out to Jesse Meow. Once again, Jesse Meow. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy yourself. Party. Remember, get the expensive wine because you got the money. Get the expensive wine and make sure you give yourself a cheer for living through what? He tell you about to turn 42? 42, right?
42, baby.
Oh man, you and Hakeem the same age. That's great.
Yeah, we the same age.
Shout out to
happy birthday to you, brother.
Shout out to Vibe with Big Heavy Podcast. Shout out to him. He's everywhere. Everywhere I go, I promise you. Hakeem, I turn the corner. He's literally right there. Like, I don't know. I think he's stalking me. Listen.
Whiskey, buddy. Whiskey. That's my drink too. Go ahead. Just hear me out. Go ahead.
Hey, listen. Just cause of Motivation Vision, I'm going to write a song called Bonnet Girl. I need a bonnet girl. With the bleach stained dress.
Hey, that's a good song, Hakeem. You should do that. You gotta be careful because then Sexy Red is gonna take that and she gonna make money off of you. I promise.
I don't mind. I need a bonnet girl with a bleach stained dress. Bonnet girl. Bleach stained dress.
Shout out for Hank in the basement. Shout out to all y'all that's going to watch us on the replay. And not only that, but remember, it's also very important to go to KL Culture Radio Community Tab. In the Community Tab, there's a KL Culture Radio t-shirt. Also, the KL Culture Radio hats, which mine is being ordered. and the coffee mug with Jordan hat. Look at that. Look at that. KI Culture Radio is a brand. Shout out to KI Culture Radio, man. Wow. And also Prince Black Love book. Y'all please make sure y'all come over here, support the platform. We on our way to 1K subscribers. Guys, with you guys help, we'll reach that goal, man. Shout out to you guys in the chat because y'all guys made this thing lit. I love the chat room. Don't tell me I love the chat room.
I'm just blowing the quick kisses to all the queens out there.
Man, you're across this, man.
I love y'all so much. Like, my bad. You know I'm a little bit old. I just want to.
But like always, thank you. Enjoy y'all weekend. We'll see y'all on Monday with Scam Likely. Talk to you guys later. Peace.